So what's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over my workflow, or specifically my node tree workflow within Davinci Resolve. But before we get started, in full disclosure, I usually have all these lights turned off, so this way I can get the best color accuracy as possible. Now let's get into Davinci. Okay guys, we in Davinci. I have my clip selected. But the first thing I want to show you is that you want to make sure your output gamma, your timeline color space is set at Rec 709 gamma 2.4, because sometimes it may be set to something differently and it'll throw your color science off. So we have our clip, and this first node right here will be our noise reduction node. And pretty much what nodes are, they're like layers. If you ever edited in Adobe Premiere, then you're used to layers, and these are pretty similar. And then I'm gonna do another node, and that node gonna be contrast. I do another node after that, and that node would be saturation. And then I'll do another node after that, which will be look. Now for noise reduction, I really don't do anything if I don't need to, so I usually start at contrast. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this larger, then I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna go to my waveform, then I'm gonna add all the contrast, so I pretty much feel like what looks good, and that does right there. Now that's pretty much all I do. I don't mess with the pivot that much when I do these videos. And then I'm gonna go to saturation. I'm actually gonna saturate it to about 80%. Because when I export my videos, a lot of time my saturation or only a little bit goes away. So a lot of times I oversaturate it just so I can get the look I want when I export it. And that looked good right there. Now I'm going to my look, but since I have all my lights set up the way I want to produce that color in the background, I'm pretty much good with how it look. Now right now I'm about to do a layer node, and this will be for my skin tone. And the reason I do this is because this already isolates my skin tones. I don't have to worry about affecting the rest of the image. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to go back in, put the layer mask on, make sure I got this part selected, and then I'm about to do that. Then I'm about to expand it the best I can. Try to get to the best point as possible. Actually, let me go back. That do look good though, but let me go back. That's probably the best I could do right there. Okay, so now I'm about to switch over to my vector scopes. And the reason I do these colors in my background, actually let me do this before I go. Actually no, I don't need to do that. And the reason I do the blue color in my backgrounds is so I can do exactly what you saw. I can actually select my skin tones pretty well without having to worry about evolving any of the background. So I already got that color. So my vector scope, I already have this line right here. And right here is the skin indicator line. So right now I'm about to go to my log wheels, because when I do my skin tone, I'm pretty specific. And you want to do that when you actually color grading. So what I do, I usually just kick the the offset up a little bit. And about right there is good. I may do the highlights a little bit, but not too much. Mid-tone the same. Sorry, let me redo that. Then shadows, I may do the same. And honestly, that's pretty much it for my skin tones. Let me just zoom in a bit. Yeah, because they're pretty much already on the line. So, and for me, a lot of times I notice that my skin tones have to be a little bit to the left for me to get pretty accurate skin tones for myself. Okay, then what I'm about to do, I'm about to create another node, but I'm gonna do it from right here, which they call the parallel mixer or parallel layer. Sorry, I'm about to do another node, and this is just gonna be more just looks, but more just specific looks. So it's gonna be look adjustment pretty much. Sorry guys, I know I'm a little bit I can't really explain things that great sometimes, or I can, but you know, it sounds like I can't. So pretty much what I'm about to do right now is just shift everything over to the blue, just a little bit, so I can just cool the image down a bit. Yeah, and pretty much like that right there. Now I can do another node which I can use for sharpening if I want it. And if I wanted to do this, then pretty much I would just go right here, and right here we're on blur, but I'll make sure I do sharpening. Now actually take that down. But the thing is, I don't want to do anything, because if you see right here, this light right here is actually blooming, and it's because I'm using my Tiffany Black Pro Mist quarter. So I'm using this because I want my skin to look soft and I want my highlight to bloom. So that's why this light is actually blooming like this, and so is the fairy lights over here. But pretty much guys, that's it. And like I said, the reason I can go through this pretty fast is because I already have the lights in the background set to the colors I want them to be. So, and what that does is that helps me isolate my skin tones to where I don't have to work that hard in post to get a really good image, because I did most of the work in camera already. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this super quick video of how I do my workflow within Davinci Resolve. And this workflow right here is really just my YouTube videos, because if I shoot something outside, I may go in more depth, because I'll be using different nodes to get different colors or a different look that I want. Because what I shoot or how I shoot right here inside my room for my YouTube videos will be different from how I shoot outside. And one thing I forgot to say is that we use different nodes for each step, so we do not destroy our image quality. Because if we put everything just on one node, our image will fall apart and will bog down our whole computer for no reason, for something that could have easily been avoided. I think the correct term is destructive editing, if I remember right. Thanks to everybody who checked out this video. Everything you've seen I learned from Sydney Baker Green and Wakazi Kazi. I highly recommend you go check out their YouTube channels if you want to get better at color grading. But before you guys go, what I want you to do is smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Hope you have a good day. Peace.